YouTube? It's me again, Stefan, and today we start episode 1 of Metalhead Madness. Because I was promising you guys so much for these videos to come out, and so yeah, we are finally getting one today. You're finally getting one. And who else better to join me than my best friend Joe? Say hey Joe.
Peace.
Yeah. So, episode 1, we're going to talk about the band, very popular death metal band from Florida. They are, yes, everyone knows them. If you don't know them, then I'm sorry for your ass, and you really should go listen to some better metal. If you,
Or die. Or die.
Die. Die for Death Claw. But no, what I'm saying is, like, you should really check out this band if you don't know it, or you probably do know it.
Stop the build up. Come on, get on with the point.
Okay. Sorry about that. The band we're going to talk about today is Cannibal Corpse. So, yes, Cannibal Corpse. That's episode 1 for today. So, apparently, what I know is that Cannibal Corpse is a death metal band that started in the year 1988. And started from that year to where they are right now in 2016. And I gotta say, I love Cannibal Corpse. But the one thing I love about Cannibal Corpse is only their old stuff. I only like from Eden Back to Life to their The Bleeding and then the Hammer Smash Face EP. But then everything after that,
when Chris Barnes was in the band,
it just turned out to not be good as it used to be.
Nah.
Like, I know I love George Corpse Grinder Fisher because I like his vocals. I like him as a person. He's really awesome. He is. But to me,
it's just not the same.
It's just not the same. To me, I feel like
it's just not the same.
Exactly. to me, I feel like, and this is my opinion, I feel like he's not Cannibal Corpse. He doesn't feel Cannibal Corpse related. He's not like Chris Barnes that started the band from the beginning to where it is like right now, to where to what we know. Chris Barnes started from 1988 and then went on to the 1990s and then towards the 1990s. Then things started to get a little bit different, like in the early 2000s and stuff.
Wait, so why the hell did Chris Barnes leave?
And I'm still looking, but I know he's in this band called 6 Feet Under.
That's side project, right?
Yeah, he that was used to be his side project, but then he took his side project and made it into his official band that he would just stay with forever. Like, he's no longer in Cannibal, now he's in that band now. So now it's like, Chris Barnes is still, in the band. Like, he's still doing the whole band metal thing, but like, he's not in Cannibal Corpse. He's in 6 Feet Under. Still, I love 6 Feet Under. I'm a fan of 6 Feet Under because I'm like, this is Chris Barnes here. I'm talking about. Like, he's the original vocalist for Cannibal Corpse. So I'm like, why would I not like his other band? And I gotta say, like, my favorite album from them is Butchered at Birth. Because I love that one the best. Like, by the way, I remember watching the documentary, and Chris Barnes himself is the one who actually wrote that album. He wrote all the lyrics for the album. So I'm like, he clearly wrote that entire thing.
So why would you say it's your favorite?
Reason why? Because of this, people. I love the whole theme of, like, everything just being all killing and death and like all that. Like,
isn't that pretty much what death metal is, though?
Well, yeah, but this album has a special place for me. That's why I consider it the best Cannibal Corpse album. One, because it's like, I love how it has like all these zombies and like they're cutting open a pregnant woman, like taking out her child and like literally killing like all these babies in the background. And I'm like, dude, that's some sick shit. And when you listen to the album, you're like, wow. This is some good shit. Like, the first song you listen to, you literally hear is the song Meat Hook Sodomy. And like, it starts out going like, and all of a sudden you hear, I'm like, okay, this is starting out good. And all of a sudden,
a cow?
No, it's supposed to be Chris Barnes like saying something in it's supposed to be some kind of subliminal message. I remember hearing like something saying it backwards, but like it actually is saying something.
Oh really? What does he say?
It's saying like, something about like killing babies and like raping them or something like that. So I'm
I
like,
mean, cool.
so I'm like, whoa. But then after all that, then it gets like right to the blast beats, going bam 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 bam, right bam 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 bam. No, so it just gets right to the blast beats and the guitars
I see
like
how.
very quickly, and I'm like, okay, that started out very good. Then it starts out with
What about Hammond's Smash Face?
that is always that is considered to be Cannibal Corpse's like everyone knows that song. It's like one of their like hugest songs of all time because they play it on every show like at the end. Like I consider that to be my absolute favorite song of them of all time.
And why is that?
I
Well,
d-
it's famous.
well, it's famous because everyone really likes it, and it's been like I think it's really famous is because everyone really likes it, and that came from like a really good album.
Well, yeah, but like, what about the song itself that everybody likes?
I don't know, maybe because the whole subliminal thing about like literally beating the crap out of someone with a hammer.
Well, every song in Cannibal Corpse has to do with somebody dying.
That's true. First thing, no, other songs from Butcher to Birth I like is covered with sores.
Hmm.
And it goes like jun jun jum bam, jun jun jum bam, like that. I just like how that really starts out. And then it goes to the blast beats like pop 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 pop, like this. Then it goes on with that.
Hmm. So why would you say Barnes is better than Corpse Grinder?
Well, to me, I like just the vocal wise, like Chris Barnes' vocals were just so much better. It sounds like more death metal, like. Close Squad, he was like, oh my god, no, man, no, like that, something like that, like something like that. Like he was like, oh my god, I'm like,
You
it's
can
like
still kind of hear his normal voice in it.
a little bit. Like yeah, I'm like, this does not sound like Cannibal Corpse the way I liked it.
It's,
The vocals are totally changed, and I'm like, I don't like the way I don't really like the way the guitars sound either in like those like the new albums.
so, are they still making albums?
No, not at the moment. The only newest album from Cannibal Corpse is a Skeletal Domain. That's it.
Any good?
It's not my favorite, but it would never be one of my favorites. It's but some songs from it were not bad. I can tell you that.
That's good.
Like not like Butcher the Birth. That was the best in my opinion. Number one for my
Oh
opinion.
yeah, Chris Barnes and all that.
Another good album that is really good that you bought for me for Christmas, Eaten Back to Life. Like the first album.
Oh yeah,
I listened to the full thing and I gotta say that's a good album.
yeah. I have yet to check it out.
Now I remember you listened to a few tracks. I think we almost listened to like the whole album.
Yeah, I don't remember too well. Too much shit has happened in my life. I just can't remember everything.
That's true.
So, where was I? Hey, you say something. I can't think of anything.
Come on, Jay. You should know one thing. I let you listen to Cannibal.
Remember the song "Vomit the Soul"?
Yeah, exactly from the Butcher the Birth album.
I mean, it's a vocal from that, in that one. I found pretty impressive. Like, it sounded like some otherworldly creature. I mean, I know all death metal and stuff like that is supposed to try and mimic that, but this just sounds like it doesn't even sound like a human did it. Like, but that's just me. Maybe everyone else would be like, "Oh, it's awesome," but it's just not too memorable. But
It is memorable in my opinion because like that's what a lot of people say. Butcher the Birth was apparently Butcher the Birth was the album that started the controversy for the band because like. Everyone knows about the death and killing of people. They like, okay, zombies, death, killing. But when you start messing with children, this shit gets real.
oh yeah, I
It
mean,
starts to get
wasn't it
crazy.
banned? Weren't they banned in like Germany or something?
Yeah, they were banned a lot in places because everyone thought that their songs were too violent, the vocals were too explicit. It was like people were like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, oh, this is like so violent.
Even though it's like impossible to hear the vocals.
Sometimes it is kind of hard, but yeah, that's why sometimes I have to look up the vocals like to hear what they're saying. Like for the first song, "Shredded Humans" from like Eating Back to Life. Now I understand what the song's about because I was looking up the vocals while listening to it. So I'm like, okay, I get it. I get what's going on here. I
Mm,
also found the lyrics for "I Come Blood," and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going. This saying. It's about like this guy who dug up this woman, and apparently like is fucking her dead corpse, and like he's literally like coming blood like from fucking her and all that. But he wants like a live woman to fuck with and kill and literally like bleed.
oh yeah. Oh,
So I'm like, oh
yeah.
damn.
Wow.
I know. I
That
was like,
sounds pretty hot. I mean, brutal.
it is pretty brutal. I gotta say, I was like, oh my god! I've listened to Cannibal Corpse for like a really long time, but sometimes with the vocals, I just like to understand what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's always
Because
important.
sometimes sometimes I find it pretty hard to listen to. You know what I mean? Like, but like because like it's so I have a hard time understanding what some of the vocals.
Oh yeah. Didn't Cannibal Corpse at one point have to change one of their covers because it was just too explicit?
Yeah, it was like the Bleeding album. The Bleeding album like just had like, this little gory thing on it because like the whole thing was like a bunch of all these people and then like this one guy was like, "Are you this?" And I was like, "Oh, it was like a whole like it looked like the plague thing. Like people were dying everywhere, but like they thought it was too like explicit because it looked like I don't know, it just looked too death. I don't know, like I'm trying to think like too deathly or it was like mostly looked too violent.
Mm,
Same.
yeah, I know that. I find that weird because there are other ones that are a lot worse, but they didn't have to change them. So maybe at that point they realized, hey, we're gonna have to change this in order to expand our international market. So that's probably the case. Who knows?
Tomb of the Mutilated, I know. They changed it. They had a different cover for that one as well.
Good.
Because in Tomb of the Mutilated, it looked like a guy like literally licking the pussy off of a dead corpse.
Yummy.
So I'm like, so I'm like, wow.
Yeah, well, countries and censorship. I mean, a lot of other countries don't have they don't really have the First Amendment protection that America does. That's why very few media things get banned in America. I mean, except for pornography, but that's a whole other thing. I'm not going to talk about that now.
That's true.
Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, there are freedoms protections in European countries, but like freedom of speech is not absolute. I mean, in Germany, for example, any Nazi paraphernalia is just banned. Paraphernalia, is that the right word? I think that might mean something sexual. Yeah, and you get my point.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, what do you say we wrap this up?
Yeah, Joe. We only spoke for a little bit.
We spoke for a while, to be honest.
Not really. We just started. I just got right into the albums.
Whatever, just say something.
No, and also there used to be a different there used to be like a different group of guitarists and different members of the band before the other ones came through.
Oh, were they again?
Like originally it was Chris Barnes, this other guitarist called Jack Owen. I would try to remember this other person's name. I keep on forgetting about, but and then it was like Paul Mazurkowitz, and then after that it was Alex Webster. Like it was mostly just like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think of them, and like apparently that was what it used to be back in the day, but like now it's changed.
Sorry, you got cut off for a sec. But anyway,
Yeah, I just
yeah, I guess I guess people come and go as the where I guess it's where the money is, or depending on the personalities of the band members. But I don't know.
I do like 6 Feet Under too. Actually, by the way,
They're pretty good.
well, it's
I
just
haven't really listened to too many of them, but like I remember hearing one song and that they were cool.
yeah. I have a few songs on my phone I listen to. That are from 6 Feet Under.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I keep on thinking it's so hard to like. Apparently, like I listen to Chris Barnes when he's in Cannibal Corpse. I only listen to the Chris Barnes album, and I go right to 6 Feet Under, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm listening to like the same vocalist but different band.
Would you say that 6 Feet Under is better than the Cannibal Corpse with the Corpse Grinder?
I kind of would say like 6 Feet Under is better now than Cannibal Corpse right now because they have Chris Barnes and like he's a really good vocalist, but
Makes the band.
and he really makes the band like really good with like whatever and the guitarist and vocals, but Cannibal Corpse they're good, but they're not as good as they used to be back in the '80s and like early '90s.
Nope.
Like really, that's just my whole opinion. That's what I think. Other people have like different opinions. They're like, oh, we like Corpse Grinder, but I like Chris Barnes. I'm sorry, but I just think Chris Barnes is just so much better.
Yeah, but that doesn't make Corpse Grinder necessarily bad.
No, it does not. I have like 100% full respect for him.
They didn't stoop to the level that Metallica went to.
Thank God. The Cannibal Corpse has gotten. They're just still in that straight line. They're still in like a good success. Like everyone is like, yeah, Cannibal Corpse, because like they're like the biggest name. And a lot of people say like one of the biggest names in death metal because everyone knows them. But like just like we were saying, Metallica they changed their ways.
Yeah, at least Cannibal Corpse is not suffering from an influx of table memes.
A lot of the whole thing with James Hetfield on the table.
Yeah, and he tried like country music too. Like,
oh
my God!
Please, Metallica, what did you do?
Yeah, but I guess we'll do that on our Metallica video.
Yeah, when we talk about thrash metal. That's why today is just one band, Cannibal Corpse. That's why.
Yep. And
not just that, like also Chris Barnes sounds a lot different in 6 Feet Under than the Cannibal Corpse. Because I don't know why his vocals. But it does show you that Chris Barnes is getting a little bit older with his vocal change.
Yeah, that is true. How old is he now?
I don't know, but back then he used to have like long hair, but now he has like dreadlocks.
Dreadlock?
Yeah. He changed the way he looked.
It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, who keeps the same hairstyle forever? I mean,
yeah, he used to. I remember back in his old videos, he used to have like long hair, but like now he has like very long dreadlocks.
It's interesting. He's kind of like Pickles then.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Yes. I remember. And one thing I liked about Corpse Grinder too is that he also did the voice for the the assassin, the Iron Mask in Metalocalypse. He was also the Doomstar Requiem as well.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
When I found out about that, that really just blew my mind. I was like, wow. You tell me the vocalist for Cannibal Corpse does the singing voice for this? I mean, that's amazing.
Brendan Small put like a lot of little references here and there. I mean, even I'm not even aware of all of them, but
like really, he's mentioned Cannibal Corpse a lot in Metalocalypse.
Yeah, I guess he's probably a big time fan, but we'll save that for the Metalocalypse.
Yeah, like when we start talking about Death Clock, yes. Like when we get to the Death Clock part of the conversation.
Yeah. So,
and not just that, like I know Brendan Small is a fan of Cannibal Corpse because he was even he was in the documentary about Cannibal Corpse.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
I was there. Did he have anything to do with him? Or?
He mostly I think he did because he referenced like Metalocalypse a lot in his show. So that's why. Also, Gene Hogan was also in the documentary. Because these are like a lot of people that Cannibal Corpse probably knows, and also that people know about Cannibal.
Oh yeah.
There's still a lot of great bands today that I know that love Cannibal.
That's cool. I'd say we start wrapping up soon. I'm starting to get a little. My brain is just collapsing.
There's like a lot of information that I can talk about, but there's like so much.
That's why we have an episode 2 and episode 3 and 4 and so on.
Yeah, it goes on. Except like we don't talk about the same band. We just go on to another band. Like it just changes that each time.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of stuff to talk about.
Like next week's band, I think I was going to talk about Death, like with Chuck Schroeder and all that. Today, well, we're talking about Cannibal Corpse. And speaking of Cannibal Corpse, like my favorite albums from Cannibal Corpse is 1, Butchered at Birth. That's my number 1 favorite. Eaten Back to Life. Tomb of the Mutilated. The Bleeding and the Hammer Smash Face EP. That's like my favorite. Those are like my 5 straight favorite albums from Cannibal Corpse. And
And
not
then
just
after that comes all the George Corpse Grinder stuff that you don't like it.
yeah, exactly. I own no albums by Corpse Grinder. The only albums I own is all from Chris Barnes. That's it.
I really don't like that guy, do you?
Hey, I like Corpse Grinder, but I just don't like Cannibal's new stuff.
It's just not the same.
It just isn't. I'm like, I just like the way this was in the day, like that. I was like that. Just the vibe of the original Cannibal Corpse gets me. That's why even the patches I have on my jacket is all the original Cannibal Corpse. I don't have anything from the new one.
Oh yeah.
I'm never against like Corpse Grinder. I'm not gonna say, oh, I hate that guy. Why would I? He's awesome. He kicks ass, man. His name is fucking Corpse Grinder. How more metal can that be?
Yeah, but still, he's just not the same.
I mean, he's not the same as Chris Barnes, but like, at least he made it to become Cannibal Corpse's newest vocalist. That means you got somewhere. You got somewhere in life.
True that.
Like, really. And also, he was the voice of the Assassin, the Iron Mask, and Metalocalypse, and also was doing a Doomstar Requiem. That, I'm telling you, he made it from just being like a regular person to now he's made it he's now become like such a famous person because he's in like this very historical, like, he's in Cannibal Corpse, a very historical band from the 80s.
Yeah. Well, what did Chris Barnes do before he entered Cannibal Corpse?
I really haven't checked on that.
Yeah, I guess we'll go back and revisit Cannibal Corpse and talk about some of the stuff we failed to mention in this one.
Yeah, if there's anything I just found out in my previous, like in my continuing videos, like not like like since it's the first episode, like if there's anything else I like found out in a few days about any band, I'll be like, oh, okay, I want to just say this one thing.
Yeah, plus I'll listen to more, maybe do some more research just so I can offer a lot of better commentary.
Yeah, please do. The embarrassing thing is I only own one 6 Feet Under album. I only have like the newest 2015 album. I need to get the other ones.
Hey, dude, don't feel embarrassed. I mean, you can only buy as much as the amount of money that you have.
Yeah, you're right. Because like,
my saying, I feel like I'm like friggin' drunk right now.
No, speaking of being drunk, actually, I actually went to go see Cannibal Corpse like last month in February.
Oh yeah, didn't you tell me that the entire bathroom was covered in piss?
The whole entire like what you were saying, the bathrooms were just disgusting. There was like puddles of piss on the floor, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like the most grossest bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, ew.
The most grossest bathroom I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, I feel sad for the janitor who has to come in and clean this later.
So what did you do?
I don't know. For me, I know I was drunk. I had 3 beers, and I was like, I knew I was dizzy because by the way I was moving.
Well, what beers? 3 is not a whole. That's not too many beers.
I never know. They're Angry Orchards, and like they're like very shit. Like the cans were like this big. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like 3 of them, and my whole body was like I was like really like I was really just moving around weirdly. Huh?
Did you just piss on the wall or something?
No. I was like, fuck this, and I pissed on the floor. Like I was like moving my dick, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna piss this way. I want to get back. It was just before Cannibal was going on. I'm like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to just wait too long. I just want to get back to where I'm standing at and wait for Cannibal Corpse to get on.
Just make sure you didn't step in it.
Thank God there was no shit.
God, no. Let's not talk about that.
There's this one guy that was behind me that kept on saying, hurry up, I got a shit. And I was like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, well, I hope he had a good time taking a crap in there.
And I tell you, I go to a lot of crazy places when I go to concerts.
God, he thought the subway was nuts. No.
Yeah, metal concerts have a lot of things going on.
By the way, where was this concert exactly?
It was in New York City at Irving Plaza.
Oh.
It was very good. It was like considered to be one of the best shows I've ever went to.
Even though it's Corpse Grinder.
Well,
You can't admit it. No, it's okay, dude. Just
I'm just kidding. I know. I still wish it was Chris Barnes like doing the vocals at the show, but I'm like, I have to get used to this.
yeah. Anyway, why don't we wrap this up?
Yeah, hold on. Let me scratch my back.
Hey, check out my uvula.
No one wants to see you, uvula. The people are just watching me eating chips.
Yeah, we'll make another video about human anatomy.
What?
No, about the body parts. The nose, the eyes, the hair, the stomach, the heart, the large intestine. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself.
Bang.
Hey, it's educational.
And guess what? And the scrotum.
Yeah, and the balls.
And the penis.
Yeah, and also the your ass.
And the ass. And the butthole.
Shit.
And the butthole.
I even record myself taking a shit. I mean, I don't care.
And chips.
Okay, enough of my jackass. Let's wrap this up.
Go ahead. What I'm gonna wrap it up with that for people who don't know who Cannibal Corpse is, me and Joe talking about, please go check them out. They're a fantastic band. They are like legends of death metal. Everyone knows who they are. If you mention death metal, the first thing that would come up is, oh, Cannibal Corpse. Like that. Because everyone knows Cannibal.
They kind of defined the genre. Well, they took it to a new level. They didn't define it, which...
Now, the creator, like the person who invented death metal was able to even call us the godfather of death metal, was Chuck Schuldiner, who the vocalist of Death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, actually, I think I've heard that there's this band called Venom that first came up with the style of death metal, but they weren't entirely death metal. I think it was Venom, I'm not sure. Anyway, and so they invented the style, but Death was like the first band that only did death metal. And, yeah.
Yeah, so I would highly recommend for people who are first starting to listen to Cannibal Corpse, listen to Butchered at Birth, their second album. That will really get you into the band.
Oh, yeah.
I love a lot of those tracks on that album.
Anyway, let's say goodbye.
I would say that's like the most fantastic. So overall, I hope you liked this little short video, guys. It was just something I'm going to be doing from now on. This is going to be a series called Metalhead Madness. I did call it something else, but I changed the whole idea of the name because I'm like, you know what, Metalhead Madness sounds so much better than what I just thought of.
You should have called it gutted in your inner. Well, fuck, I can't even speak.
Gutted innards?
Yes.
No, I was thinking about somebody because I was speaking about metal. That's why.
Well, because stabbing and
yeah, I know. Yeah, slaughter. And just before.
Then again, this is a Cannibal Corpse video.
Yeah, and just before I end the video, there's actually these two vinyl records that I want to get. Actually, one's called the unreleased, the unreleased recordings, and apparently it's one of Cannibal Corpse's shows back in the day of 1994, and it was on like this vinyl record, and I already listened to it on YouTube, but it's fantastic. I'm like, I gotta get me this vinyl. This is like it was Chris Barnes, by the way. That's why it was actually a really good vinyl. Like, and really, it was perfect quality too. I loved it. Picture was very explicit, which I don't think my mom and dad would let me buy because it's like the most explicit Cannibal Corpse like picture I've ever like seen from the albums.
Dude, you're 21. You can buy whatever the fuck you want.
And, apparently, it's like a zombie that's like fucking this lady on a bed and like stabbing her, like from that one song, "Fucked with a Knife." So, Joe.
Oh, sorry.
So, like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I can see how explicit this is.
Yeah. Anyway.
And not just that, there's also this other vinyl record I want to get called "Butchering Chicago" 1992.
Mm-hmm.
It's like another show that Cannibal Corpse had in Chicago that I want to get on vinyl. That one is not really like explicit.
Crime capital of the world.
Mm-hmm. Like yeah, I'm planning to buy that vinyl because I really like I haven't listened to it yet because I couldn't find it on YouTube. So I'm like, okay, no, when I buy it, I'm gonna check out what it sounds like.
Yeah. Anyway, so long, folks.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really all. That's it. So I whole all. There was just something I'm looking forward to continuing on because this is going to be a series. This is going to be a series that I'm doing on my YouTube channel called Metalhead Madness. This is episode 1, Cannibal Corpse. And we're not just going to talk about bands. We're going to also talk about genres and genres of metal, and also like what we hate about poser metal. We're also going to talk about poser bands, being like bands you should never even bother listening to and don't even get into because they suck.
I mean, you should just to check them out, but like that's another story.
Yeah, one video would be called poser metal, like bands you will definitely not want to get into and would never want to listen to, but you know. And also genres too that we'll talk about. We're going to talk about death metal, thrash metal, deathcore, black metal, and also porno grind, which I'm actually looking forward to talking about that one.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's.
So yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it, and that's it. So goodbye. Keep it metal, keep it brutal, keep it awesome. Hope to see you guys all soon in my next videos, and looking forward to doing episode 2 of Metalhead Madness. So, yeah, this is episode 1, and I'm signing off right here. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel, like right there on that little red dot, like the little button that says subscribe. Press that if you like my.
And if you don't subscribe, go die.
Go die. Die for Deathclaw.
I'm kidding.
I know, I'm just joking. So yeah, so if you're interested in any of my other videos that I made too, check out my channel, and if you like it, press that, like I said, press that little subscribe button that says subscribe. Press that if you like it.
Dude, you said it already.
Yeah, hey, I want to get people more excited and pumped up. So yeah, that's really it. So signing off right here, and remember, keep it metal. And goodbye, and have a great rest of your day.
See you, dudes.
Yep, goodbye.
This video was made by the Illuminati.
Like, whatever. Goodbye.
Illuminati.